السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. مرحبا بكم مرة أخرى في جزء جديد من أساسنز كريد فالهالا. بعد إتمامنا للتحالف الأخير سوف نقوم باختيار تحالف جديد. ما الذي يجري هنا؟
Eivor, Thanktir.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished. Ha! Rob this appointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
حسنا.
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
قد تكون أمنيتي أن أقتل ذاك صراحة، لكن سأفعل عاجلا أم آجلا. علي قتله.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine. A Philly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools. Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
إنه يسرق مؤخرات أو ديول الأحصنة لكي يرسم بها.
For Ilgifu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
نسمع إلى الآخر إذن.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly. You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse.
حسنا إنه يعترف بسرقته.
Local resource. You clipped Alfgafu's tail to the rump without asking. It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something. Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
حسنا.
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger.
أنها لا تخصك.
without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
هذا جيد.
Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here.
حسنا إنهم يؤمنون بتير كإله العدل. حسنا، ماذا عن نيمسيس؟ ألا تنتمي إلى آلهتهم؟ لأنها هي المعروفة بالعدل. حسنا، نوصل لها
That
الخبر.
Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
كينج ميكر، صانع الحكام. نعم هذا صحيح. أنا من صنع الحاكم
One
الأخير.
more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago.
توفي منذ
Poor
فترة
man slipped
قصيرة.
away in his bed.
أوه،
I had not heard.
هذا
no.
سيء.
And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
حسنا، نرى المهمة الأخيرة.
I want to see the Alliance map.
حسنا، أين علي الاتجاه؟ هذه قوة 90 وهذه 90. ربما تكون لندن. حسنا، إنه موقع استراتيجي جدا.
Hytham asked that I travel to London. What do you know of it?
A wild city, one that Halfdan Ragnarsson tried to claim for himself years ago, but it resists all attempts to be held.
Hytham claims the city is overrun by a strange cult, the Order of the Ancients. He asked that I track them down and kill them. Doing so may help the honest people there, and earn us an ally in the process.
In a city so chaotic, it is worth a try. Approach by the north gate and start asking around.
حسنا، مهمتنا القادمة هي لندن.
I will.
Good.
جيد.
I await your return.
لدي نقطة عبور أو نقطة تنقل؟ لا. حسنا، هذا جيد. فلنرى إذا قصة لندن ونعيشها سويا. أوه، إنها رائعة. لكن قد أتيت إلى هنا من قبل. قد أتيت فقط لكي أسجل المواقع، لكي يسهل علي التنقل في الخريطة كلها. لم أقتل أي شخص، بل حاولت. قتلت البعض صراحة، لكن لم أفتعل المشاكل كالعادة. حسنا، لنرى من لدينا هنا.
Triple Gate of London. Might find an official worth his salt here.
I beg patience, all. We'll
Stall.
have this rack cleaned up
Store.
in no time. Keep it steady, huh?
لابد أنه مدافع عن الأبرياء.
Something of a shepherd, aren't you?
It can feel that way, aye. Can I help you with something?
Who governs this burr? I would like to speak with him, if I can.
Ah, the Governor Trigger. Good and fair Dane come to London 4 years back.
Trigger!
Aye, most hours of the day you can find him at the old villa, dealing with all manner in Avery. Stow!
قد بدأت المتاعب. Ooh.
Avgos wants his cut of the summer harvest. Shit, Carl. Huh? What's the holdup?
We're talking.
Gentlemen, farmers of Mercia have paid their burden already. If Argos wants
هذا
more,
جيد.
he can petition for it.
Petition for it? Well, you can tell that old mud merchant.
علي
If he
تلقين
wants his
وانتصر.
apple, he can bob for it.
Belongs to Master Ame, sir.
Bob for it!
That is filthy.
Bob for it!
جيد.
Is this kind of noise coming to London?
Now, we've a quiet day once in a great while. And try not to... God in heaven, you fight like the devil's stolen your bread.
You give some hard knocks yourself?
Road, be a good lad and prick the names of those that pay their food tax, will you? Right then. You've some dealings with Governor Trigger, is that it?
I will have dealings with any who can deliver fair friendship with my Raven clan. If that is you, then all the better.
Ah, no. Trigger's your fellow. I'm the Shire Reeve of London's westerly half. I keep things ordered and fair.
Shire Reeve is not a name that rides easy on the tongue.
Reeve's my title, sorry. Stow's my name. Stow of London.
A burly name for a burly man. I like one who can hold himself in a brawl.
To walk tall in London, a man must know how to swing his fists.
It is not empty praise I give.
Well, your candor is... appreciated.
Take me to your governor, Stowe. He sounds like a man worth knowing.
Right then. Station filled, flock shepherded, and off to Trigger we go.
حسنا.
And what can I call you?
هذه المدينة مليئة بالخيرات.
Dane Hammer?
هنالك دروع هنا.
We have a settlement to the north, just off the River Neen.
Well, I owe you a great debt, Eivor. You're a worthy ally.
سأحصل عليها فيما بعد جميعها. فهذا ممتع جدا.
This is London, a city built by giants.
So they say. She's an old place, surly as they come. But there's a mystery here I quite adore. I was raised here, in fact. Learned the scriptures of Christ's apostles in London region. I was Saxon Borough, just past the western walls.
You're not a priest, are you?
No. No, I was raised by them. And for a penniless bastard, I turned out pretty well.
A penniless bastard, and now London's fearless reeve.
Well, it's Trigger who saw something in me. He judges not the circumstance of my birth. His two hands, left and right, are me and a Dane-born soldier, Erke. Erke's an orphan of the last Viking to put down in London for a season. 2 or 3 years back now, it must have been. It's through Trigger I met Erke and... Wait. Something's wrong.
Iron on the air.
لقد بدأت المشاكل.
Fresh.
These were good men. What's happened here?
تعرض هذا المكان إلى هجوم. حسنا.
God, no. No.
It took 3 arrows to kill
تبا.
him. The next 12 were an insult.
O Lord, deliver these men with the light of thy countenance visiteth and shines upon them.
You've no need for outsiders, Stowe. It's a private matter.
There's no cause to be leery. Eivor had my back in a brawl at Cripplegate. More thugs from the garrison.
You must be a real broker to hold your own against those shithugs. It's time to fetter those men, Stowe. It can't go on like this.
If this one had a head, you'd be calling him Trigger, yes? Your governor.
God above, the man is dead. Some respect, please.
We'll get along well, you and me.
حسنا لابد
You
لنا
must be
الانتقام.
London's second reeve.
Erke Botel's son, yes I am. Are you telling me this gut bucket called me second reeve?
First in the Eastborough, and a man I trust with my life.
Stowe's never been a good judge of character.
Erke, this is Eivor. He came to meet with Trigger, to seal the bonds of friendship.
التعارف أمام الجثة ليس جيدا.
Heartily. He was a trusting man, and I got him here.
Have you found anything?
I just arrived. The killers left a ladder on the body there.
I'll have a look around.
Trigger had men with him at all times.
حقق في
How could the
الأمر.
killers get through?
They must have been known to him. Well enough to get close without suspicion.
Good and holy Christ, that could be most anyone. He governed this burg. Oh dear.
What is it?
Dirty notes from a mistress. Sorry. Mistresses. In Trigger's desk.
Ah, yes.
رسالة إلى أوبا.
Man had a wandering hand.
حسنا.
I didn't know. I didn't think.
He didn't want you to. It was his secret to keep.
A barber surgeon's tools. Sharp and precise for easy butchery. Must have been what was used to free Trigger's head from his neck.
أوه سيء جدا.
Three sets of footprints leave. Two average and one massive.
Besides enough blood to repaint the city's faded bricks.
اتجه من هنا.
This letter. Someone wanted us to see it. From Rome went an order of heretics who worshipped the relics of a time before Christ.
Erke, this was the letter he told us about. Said it contained fearful news about London.
It warns of 3 such heathens who have infiltrated London. His killers, I expect.
حسنا. قد عينت هذا المكان.
Can't make head or foot of all this. I just can't.
Look at us, sitting on our laurels while Eivor does all the work.
لا يفتح. الأسهم في كل مكان. هذا أيضا لا يفتح. هذا كذلك. أوه شيء هناك بالأعلى. حسنا. Oh.
I do not envy this man's death. Hang on. There's something in his hand. This was not Trigger's seal?
No, it looks Roman in origin. Must have been on a ladder he opened.
It must have been significant to this god for him to grasp it even in death.
Mayhaps it's what got him killed.
I think I have a clear idea of what happened here. Trigger was shot where he sat, probably as he read the letter. One of his guards grabbed the seal and tried to escape. He didn't make it. A second killer found him first. He met his end at the noose, lifted by the bigger man. A third attack took his eyes, then came for Trigger's head.
Ooh.
Symbolic, maybe. Headless leader, eyeless guards. The killers were without fear. This killer was a message. Their footprints leave together, 3 sets, heading back to the courtyard. The letter mentions 3 heretics, named only by monikers. The leech, the arrow, the compass. Signed by someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Poor fellow soldier. Odd name.
3 names, 3 killers, as you said.
Baldersack. It could be anyone in London. Who can we trust?
Only the people in this room, I fear.
Even that would be unwise until we know more.
The arrow is described as a pugnacious Dane invader. That describes too many in London.
The leech hails from Wessex. London is home to many of them as well.
And the compass, a Frankish captain.
Less common, but no face comes to mind.
What is this symbol here?
I know.
I recognize that from the Mithraic temple. I passed it on the way here.
Mithraic temple? Is that a church?
A church? Heavens, no. Mithras was a pagan idea. A so-called god beloved by the ancient soldiers that built this city. Our city is overrun with cowards. We may be next to fall if we don't resolve this sick fermentation of hate.
I've told you, this city answers to blood and power. We should serve as such.
I can't leave him like this. I need to.
We'll get the church to see to it, Stowe.
No. No, it should be me. I must ready him for judgment.
I understand. Only get some air from time to time. It reeks in here. Shall we, Broga?
لاحظت أنه أينما وطئت قدمي تحصل هناك مشكلة. تبا. سننتقم فلنرى. حسنا إذن في هذا الاتجاه.
Should the Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. But Stowe seems a good man. Should the Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. But Stowe seems a good man. I will trust his word.
You're finished! Remember Fraki's double thrust?
أوه هم بالآلة؟ أين هم؟ إنه بالآلة حسنا. هنالك المزيد، لكن أين هم؟ نرى ذلك.
The temple of Mithras, well guarded for a tangle of old ruins. I need to find the entrance.
Trolls take you! I'll cut you!
The temple of Mithras, well guarded for a tangle of old ruins. I need to find the entrance.
إنه في الأسفل.
Temple of Myth, well guarded for a tangle of old ruins. I need to find the entrance. Should the Reeves change their minds, I will have to gut them and put a puppet atop London's throne. But Stowe seems a good man. I will trust his word.
من المسؤول عن التنظيم؟ حسنا، سوف نكتشف أعداءنا الآن. إنه مثل السجن. هذا غير عادي. إنه ترسم بريطاني. حسنا، جيد. علي الصعود الآن لإتمام المهمة. هذا ليس جزءا منها. هناك الكثير من الخيرات هنا. ثبت.
The compass holds sway over the others. He has ordered the arrow to recruit archers in a market to the west. Worth a visit.
قذف شديدة تلك التي أنت. أولا علي الدخول إلى هنا.
Tools for a surgeon, finely crafted. Like we found in the villa. And there's a letter here, arranging payment to a blacksmith.
والبقية موجودة بالداخل، ولكن لا أستطيع الدخول. حسنا، نكتشف طريقة ما للدخول. ربما تكون من هنا. جيد. هذه هي الباب.
Messages between the leech and the compass. Healing, gutting. The leech is a strange one, but the compass calls to strikes.
تخلصوا منه حسنا. سيبقى رأسه وعيناه معي. ماذا الآن؟ سأتجه إلى المكان الذي كنت فيه.
I've got enough to go on for now. Erke and Stowe must see all this. I see more bloodshed in London's future. At least Sunan will feast.
It's worth knocking on a few doors, that's all I'm saying.
Trigger wasn't killed because you want to plant a few trees and fix a few roofs in London.
Looks less like a meal for crows in here.
Hey, what? You bring good findings, I hope?
A few sheets of vellum. Notes between members of a secret society. The Order of the Ancients, they are called.
تنظيم القدماء.
Order of the Ancients?
حسنا.
Doesn't sound any bells in this head. What's the purpose?
That would take some time to explain. But know this, that I am here to kill them. In London, it seems the compass is the head. The arrow and the leech are his hands.
Pet names and secret orders. What a crock. Do we know anything we can act on?
The arrow is a Dane who has seen his share of battle. His name suggests he is an archer.
I bet my knuckles he's the one sowing discord among the Danes that shelter in London.
If it were me, I'd hide among my ranks, surrounded by other fighting men.
The arrow has orders from the compass to recruit soldiers at a market in the west.
I know the very place.
The leech has need of flesh. Been looking for thralls, though I cannot say why.
We found a number of dead down by the quays lately, but not thralls alone. Some of the missing we find again in several places, cut to pieces.
Good lord, Erke.
The compass is a mystery. He is mentioned often, but there's little to go on.
Said he was a Frankish captain, did you? To find him, we'd have to mark the ships that came and went along the Thames.
Captains are a transient sort. It may be he's far away, keeping quiet.
That may be, but would he scream if we cut off his hands?
Oh, you've a filthy mind for strategy.
We kill the arrow and the leech, then sit back and wait. Let the compass come to us.
حسنا. أظن أن هنالك 3 مهمات أساسية.
We'll find the arrow and the leech.
حسنا فلنبدأ.
Killing both should drag the compass back into port. So, I will catch you at the Western Market.
Count on it.
And I'll make for the quays. There's another few bodies there to fish out of the muck.
It could be the leech is back at work.
God be with us, friends. Go in his name, and be protected by him.
حسنا فلنبدأ. هذه الأدلة الثلاث التي سنركز عليها، ولكن أعلم أنها ستكون حربا أخرى كبيرة. لكن أين هي إنها هنا. المهمات. لندن. استنزاف العلقة. حسنا. هل هي بعيدة؟ لا. هذا جيد. معظم المهمات المتواجدة في لندن هي قريبة، بل إنها في المدينة حتى.
Is this
هذه هي
leech's
الضحايا.
work?
Yeah. New corpses every day.
If you are the only target for your people's fear, then they will turn on you.
They're scared. If I am to be redeemed, I owe them the leech.
How many bodies is that now?
A score have been uncovered. Definitely the leech's work.
How can you be sure?
Their eyes are scooped out. Black, empty caverns. Same as Trigger's gods.
Must be hundreds of people passing by here each day. Anyone see them dumped?
It's the riverbank, Vinner. Every crooked dealing in this city goes through here. Heard from Stowe yet? About the arrow?
The leech is my focus just now. Does something worry you?
No, just checking up on the old Sparrowheart.
You two are close, like brothers.
Yeah. Close like brothers, you could say.
Erke! Tell me it wasn't her!
It wasn't your daughter, dear Kida. Take a breath.
Oh, thank Freya. I have such a fear I will find her down here. She works errands for a smith who sends her to these docks. Most times at night. I cannot stand it.
She works for a blacksmith. Do you know where?
Never told me his name, nor where he hammers. Tight-lipped about everything, the stubborn girl. I haven't seen her in 2 days, and feared the worst. In London, you must always fear the worst.
What sort of job did she have?
Ran errands and the like. She would make a
تكون
delivery,
ميتة.
trade it for hack silver, and scurry back to her smithy.
Do you know the name of the man?
Name. But I wish I did. I would box his ears and harvest his nuts.
Anything else you remember?
I had a neighbor once tell me she saw Regna, lingering for a time under the London Bridge. Worried me sick hearing that.
That is a good place to start. Thank you, Gila.
A shady smith, a missing child. It's a lead with some weight.
London Bridge after sundown. It's worth a look.
Good. I'll hang about here and keep things calm. And Ava,
حسنا.
don't drop your guard around these ducks.
Do I look like one who could?
حسنا. كم هي بعيدة؟ إنها قريبة.
Show me.
حسنا. ماذا؟ إنه فوق؟ ما هذا؟
Best wait until nightfall.
حسنا. ألا يزالوا يتبعون؟ هل شرب البحر؟ حسنا. إنه مخبأ سري أعتقد.
Best follow him. See where this leads.
حسنا.
Can't this clod walk any faster?
سيستدير في أي لحظة. هو ذا.
Is this the place? Or no, just meandering?
سيدخل.
I must be careful now.
حسنا. هنالك مفتاح هنا. حراس كثر. حسنا أيضا. ربما سأحتاج ذلك المفتاح.
Let's see you, old friend.
تبا. اوه هنالك المزيد. اوه هيا. جيد. اوه
Oh, they don't shoot sheep.
هنالك المزيد. مثلا لماذا لا ألبسه؟ مثلا هنالك المزيد. أين هم؟ إنه في الأعلى. طبعا للحداد. مثلا لابد أنه هنا.
You got the purse I'm old. Huh? Who the fuck are you?
I'm the one asking questions, Surfinger. Did you craft a set of surgeon's tools for someone called the Leech?
You thick shit! Not hell nor Valhalla will want you once I'm done.
We are being raided!
لقد كان من النخبة. حسنا، كان سهلا جدا. جيد، انتهت المهمة بنجاح. تبا لقد قتلنا الجميع. لا، إلا هذا. الآن قد قتلنا الجميع. انهينا المهمة بنجاح. قوس المكسور. حسنا. علي أن أغتال شخصا ما.
Need to clone myself here. Aid me. See my eyes. This is where the leech dissects her prey.
جيد. هنالك جدود كثيرون. لا تقلقي. هل هذا معهم؟ لا. أبدأ بذاك هناك.
What's going on?
Easy, dear. You're delirious. Let the good sister fix you right up.
I don't want to die here. I am bound for better things.
حسنا.
You're not going to die, my dear. Have patience. We'll patch you up.
She's confined herself to her study for so many days and nights. To some strange alchemy there.
By the devil's work, I pray. The good sister speaks to God alone. We should all follow her example in our devotion to him.
Gotta get out! Let me out!
Easy. Come on, let's get you back to your cot.
أين هي؟ جيد. سهل جدا. أوه لقد رأوني. تبا. أوه. حسنا. هي ذي. هل هي من المتعصبين؟ أظن أنها كذلك. سيظهر أودين إذن.
I'm nearly finished.
That is enough.
Oh, it's you.
For all the dead we collect, dear sister, you and I are equals.
Quite a charnel house. I'd lost count of how many. I suppose I've been greedy in my research, but not for lack of care.
إنها تجري أبحاثا عن الإنسان فتقتلهم.
They built us out of simple pieces. So easy to break. So difficult to mend. There must be an improvement. We should be stronger, faster, smarter. I could have fixed us. I could have made us better.
We are blood and bone and spirit, Friedeswith. Perfect as we are.
You've such beautiful eyes. Finish it. Would you?
هذا لا زال هنالك المزيد؟ لا أظن ذلك. تبل، أنا آسف لقد قتلتها بالغلط. علي أن أهرب. حسنا، بما أنني قد ابتعدت أشكركم جزيل الشكر على المتابعة. لا تنسوا كالعادة الاشتراك في القناة إذا أعجبكم المحتوى، أن تضغطوا زر لايك. أشكركم جزيل الشكر على المتابعة. مع السلامة.